If I had noticed any signs of adult abuse, I would have reported it without delay. Those are the words of a former worker at the Maori Women's Refuge who says she had no idea there was abuse happening in the house where Moko Rangitoheriri was living. Trina Marama's evidence came on the second day of the inquest into the toddler's death at the Rotorua District Court. Joanna Mackenzie was there.
3-year-old Moko was brutally killed by the woman who was looking after him, Tanya Shaler, and her partner, David Haerewa, a little over 2 years ago. His death prompted protests around the country as people were appalled that the system could have failed a vulnerable child so absolutely. In court today, Maori Women's Refuge worker Trina Marama took to the stand the day after Moko's mother, Nicola Dalipaki, had named her in her testimony. Mrs Dalipaki had asked why she didn't pick up that abuse was happening, despite being an experienced support worker.
Trina Marama has 12 years' experience as a trained social worker and says not once did she pick up on any signs that something was not right in one of the worst child killings in New Zealand history.
Mrs Marama had been working with Moko's older sister in the weeks leading up to his death as part of a programme run by the Maori Women's Refuge. But she insisted that throughout the dealings with the child and Tanya Shaler, she had no suspicion abuse was taking place. She repeated several times under cross-examination that she had no idea Tanya Shaler was hitting Moko.
I never knew Tanya was punching Moko. That never was disclosed to me. I knew of sibling rivalry, nothing more.
She was told Shaler stepped in to break up fights between Moko and his sister and had pushed the girl, but Mrs Marama thought that was acceptable.
I'm not condoning anything, I'm telling you what happened. Absolutely don't condone any sort of abuse. I didn't see a push on the shoulder to stop brother and sister fighting as an assault.
Mrs Marama said she now knew Shaler was an actress and a liar, but she didn't know that back in July and August 2015.
I don't honestly know whether I would do anything differently, presented with the same set of circumstances.
2 staff members from the former Child, Youth and Family, who can't be named for legal reasons, also gave testimony this afternoon. They both said that there was nothing in their dealings with Shaler before Moko's death that suggested there was any abuse happening. They became involved because Shaler had raised concerns about Moko's mother, Nicola Dalipaki, and that was their focus. In Rotorua for Checkpoint, ko Joanna Mackenzie aho.